Adolphe Sax was born Antione-Joseph Sax on November 6, 1814 in Dinant, present-day Belgium, and was the son of Charles-Joseph Sax and Marie-Joseph, who were both designers of wind and brass instruments such as the guitar, harps, and pianos. Adolphe followed the path of his parents and made his own instruments at an early age. Two of his instruments, a flute and a clarinet, and entered into a competition when he was 15 years. He also performed on the two instruments at the Royal Conservatory of Brussels. Adolphe's childhood was filled with near-death experiences on several occasions, some of which included the time he fell from a height 3 floors and hit his head on a stone. He also drank a bowl of acidic water and swallowed a pin when he was 3. He once fell into a river that nearly killed him and also fell into a cast iron frying pan that was hot. It burned his side. These calamities led his neighbors to refer to him as Little Sax, the ghost. His mother also said of him at one of the times that he's a child condemned to misfortune. He won't leave. But Sax lived and left the Royal Conservatory and began to experiment with new designs of instruments. The first invention he made at the age of 24 was an improved bass clarinet design that he patented. After then, he relocated permanently to Paris in 1842. There, he started working on new instruments. The new set of instruments he made, though nameless at the time, fascinated Hector Berlioz, a composer, that in 1844 he had one of his musical pieces played entirely on Sax's new instrument. These instruments became known as saxophones. The saxophones came in 7 different sizes and became the inspiration for the creation of the flugelhorn, and in later years, the euphonium. He also created the saxotromba in 1845, which was narrower than the saxophones, but they were not in use for a long time. The saxophones, however, were accepted as a high state-of-the-art instrument at the time. Its use rapidly spread. Soon after, bands were formed around these instruments. The British brass band exclusively played on all the saxophones family instruments. Sax continued in his invention, and by 1840 he invented the clarinet bourbon, but it was considered an unsuccessful design of the contrast brass clarinet. He also developed the saxophone around this time and became famously known for it. By June 28, 1846, he patented the saxophone. The saxophone was originally invented to be used in orchestras and at military bands and was promoted by the support of Hector Berlioz. But this could not help the instrument to become recognized as a standard orchestral instrument. Still, the saxophone was Sax's accomplishment that gave him a name of standing. It also helped him be employed as a saxophone instructor at the Paris Conservatory in 1857. As life progressed, he made more instruments and was head over saxophone program at the Paris Conservatory. But this victory was marred with other makers of the instruments attacking the legitimacy of his patent and seeking to have them revoked. In response, Sax sued them for infringement on his patent. The legal case took over 20 years, which drove Sax into bankruptcy in 3 different years, first in 1852, then in 1873, and later in 1877. But Sax died in Paris in 1894 and was buried at the Cemetery de Montmartre in Paris. At the time of his death, he was in abject poverty. Every honor he received came after his death. The year of his death, he was awarded the Chevalier rank of the Legion of Honor, and in 1867, he was made the first Grand Prix de la Fracture Instrumentale. His face was even featured on 200 Belgian francs banknotes. Thank you very much for watching our videos. We'll appreciate it if you subscribe to our channel and share this video with your friends. We love you.